Are you trying to add the click event on your button but it's not working? Hey everyone, welcome back to the JS tutorial 30 days series, and in this video we will learn about event delegation and how you can add it using the event.target. So without wasting no more time, let's go to the code. So in last two videos, in the first video we set up the HTML CSS, and in the second video we added the logic, added some elements, did some DOM manipulation, and also created that show error function. In this video we will see about the event delegation. So I'll also add the code repository link in the description below, so you can also check it. I will add different commits for each of this video, the progress till that video, so just check the code in case you get stuck anywhere. And coming to this video, we have now if I just check it in live server, if you don't have live server installed, you can, it is an extension, so you can install it and then you can run it, and it will open the directory on the browser. So till now, if I add a task and do add task, it will just add it as a button, and if I click on this button, nothing happens. So why don't we just add a normal click event on this button? Are we targeting it anywhere? Okay, not yet. So let's just add the button. What we can do, const click button, and similarly like we were doing for the other elements, we can do document dot get element by id, class name, name, tag name, anything. So I'll just take id. And also there is one more, we can also do this query selector. So it also works similar to get element by id or class name. It's just that we can write different conditions. So if there is any class name and you want to just target any particular id name which comes as a child of this class name, so you can do use this query selector instead of that id or class. So we can also use that. And now if I do for query selector, it's the button. So like when I'm adding this button, am I giving any class or anything? No, not yet. So let's add some class to it. We can give it add task button maybe, and then we can take this class and use it. In query selector we can use id, class, anything, it's just fine. So we are targeting this click button. And now let's just copy this add event listener and we can add it here. And now click button, I replaced it, add event listener. Here it is not submit, but on button we listen for click event. So this is the event and this is the event. Here we are getting the event. So first we are just in case of form we were doing it, but now it's a button, so it's not it will not cause any page reload, so it's not necessary now. And in case of any button, let's just do a simple console log button clicked. Let's go to the browser, refresh. In the console itself we are seeing a warning that it is not able to read the property of null as in that button. Here it is null, there is no button existing, and we can also see that button is not being created on its own in the initial load. It is rather being created with the JavaScript. So how do we tackle this? If I want to just run for this, add some logic to on the click of this button. So in this case what we do is event delegation, and if I show you some pictures, event delegation is basically a concept that if anything is clicked, then actually like when the capture phase happens, that is everything is going from up to down, that the button is the child of the div is the child of the body, and body resides in the HTML. But in the bubble phase, like whenever any click happens, so it actually sends the if we can say signal, or it just notifies it to the parents of that particular element. So we can actually make use of this in case of dynamic things. Like in this case, the button is being created dynamically. But if you see the table or the table body, it is something that will always be there. It is not something that is being created dynamically. So instead of adding that logic to the button, we can actually add it to the table body, because click button is of no use as it is not even available. So we can use task table body, and we can directly add some event listener to this, like whenever anything inside this is clicked. And how will we tell it like it should be button? So we can actually add a logic that we are here capturing the e. So e dot target, e dot target means the element that is actually clicked. So the target, main target, dot class list dot contains. So here what we are checking is that is the target element has this class. So add task button, and it's the same class that we have given. So we can actually store it in a button got clicked, and then if this is true, if button got clicked is true, then we can console finally we know event delegation now. Just ignore the spelling mistake, and let's add an emoji. So let's try it. I added a task, and here is the button. If I click on yes, so we marked it complete, and now we are actually able to target and add the event listener to this button that was originally in the initial phase not there. And now we can actually add the logic that we desire. So here we were just adding this normal button. Instead of this normal button, we can add some, because we are already getting this t dot name. So we had some id at the initial, like when we were adding this. So id is something that is unique. So we can give data id, and then I can use backticks and add the t dot id here. So it will fetch the id, and when we are clicking it, so I can capture that id. So this is button got clicked, and yeah, we were using this if button got clicked. Then we want to get the attribute, so data dot. So we can use this again e dot target, and we have one more thing, e dot target dot data set. So whatever we store inside this data and anything, data dash anything, so data set, and then we can do id. Let's console it once and put it here. Let's retry. Okay, we are getting the id, and to this id what I want, clicked button, we can store it inside a variable task id, and then we can find this task. We had all the tasks saved in this all task array. Then we can find this particular task. We are getting this t, and what we need to do, we need to find that particular task. So we can also save it inside const task. And on what condition do we want to find this task? That t dot id, because here this is the task, all the tasks that are in the array. So the condition is that id should match with our task id. If that happens, it should be taking this particular task, and then on this task we will update task dot status to 1, and also we will run the function show all task again. Let's go on the browser. Let's see, I added a task. Let's add one more. If I mark it complete, okay, so since the status got updated to 1, that's why we are now seeing the complete, because we added this logic in the show all task. Yeah, here we add the logic now that if it is completed, if the status is 0, then it should show the button. If it's not 0, then it should show the completed. Okay, so this is how you can add it. And this feature, this event delegation is like one of the most common mistakes that we developer make while doing something. We keep on trying to add the like the event listeners, but we are not able to get the output. This usually happens. So this is how you can use event delegation, and you can target the elements which are dynamically being created. And that's it for this video. In the next video, we will learn a new topic on the JS series. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel, and thank you for your support, and thank you for watching.